So yesterday was one hell of a day for PSVR 2 as we got a bunch of games dropping us out of almost nowhere, some available to download right freaking now and some that are coming very soon and early next month at the latest. There is a bunch here for you to get your teeth into, and honestly what a great time to be owning a PSVR 2. If you're like me, you are probably just getting to that point where you're like, well, I've kind of played most things that I want to play now, and then yesterday happened and we're ready to experience a whole freaking load more, and I can already tell you that there is more coming. Be excited, but I can't talk about it yet due to embargoes and things being forbidden to spoken about just yet. Oh my god, Red Matter 2 is coming to the PSVR 2 and I am so excited for this. This is enhanced visuals, it's going to have incredible freaking haptics, and honestly this might just be pushing the system to its limit, because Red Matter 2 pushed the Quest 2 and PC basically to their limits, showing the exact amazing quality that a VR game can actually bring with actual ray tracing in it. This game is just so damn fine to look at. It's truly eye candy, and on top of that, now we've got it coming for PSVR 2, which with that screen and with the beauty of the PSVR 2 in the first place, this game is a match made in heaven. Definitely is a must try, so already telling you this. I will be doing a review video for this and I will be covering it on the channel, but I'm already telling you this is going to be a must buy. I've experienced this game in its full entirety because I have played it on PC and I have played it on Quest 2, and now I cannot wait to dive back in and play this on PSVR 2. So be hyped for this one. This is going to be incredible. Honestly, they have just literally upped everything and made this the definitive way to play it. I think honestly even over PC VR. So that's kind of a bold statement, but I'm seeing it more and more because of like the eye tracking and all the other fun bits that we have in there and the haptics themselves. It really does make it the definitive way to play this game. So be excited for this one. Get it on your wish list. Next up is Transformers. Now I don't really know how I feel about this, but either way it is out now. So if you already own Transformers for the PSVR 1, there is a free upgrade. You can just go and play this right now and you have it downloaded in your library. Or if you own a PSVR 2 and you want to pick this up for the first time, you can. Now this is a bit of a rail shooter, so if you really love the Transformers universe, this is going to be cool for you just to be able to experience it, have like, you know, the Transformers around you. I mean, it's cool, but of course I do need to sort of pre-warn you a little bit on your expectations for this game, as it is kind of like an arcadey rail shooter. If that's your bag, then you're gonna have a great time, but I do want to warn you that this isn't like a fully fleshed out game in the sense of like you're actually going to go around or be a Transformer or interact with the Transformers like you're in a movie. This is more of a on the rails experience where you're going to see some dope stuff like Transformers coming in out of nowhere and battling in front of you and doing a lot of cool things, but I just want to set expectations for what they are currently. Now with this new upgrade, they're bringing a few things. 70 FPS is one of the upgrades, an absolutely bizarre FPS to aim for, but okay, it's still good news I guess, and some upgraded scenes as well. So this is going to be a bit of a better experience if you've already played some PSVR 1. But if you're a Transformers fan, then hey, this is here for you. Next up is PokerStars. PokerStars was just like, hey, have the game. They just dropped it out of absolutely nowhere. This is a free-to-play game as well, so if you're looking for something to add to your library what doesn't cost money, well then PokerStars is going to be there for you. This is a really dope game, and honestly kind of one of those stable games of VR. It's across every platform at this point, and now that it's come to PSVR 2, it truly is across every single platform. This is just a great game. Honestly, if you like poker, get in there, have some fun. Of course, it's free to play. There are options to spend real money in there, but you don't have to. I personally have never put a single penny into this game, and I've still put like tons and tons of hours getting in with friends, playing some freaking poker and just having a good time. Honestly, great game, great experience, and if you like poker, then it honestly doesn't get better for this than it does in PokerStars VR. So check it out. It's good and free and out right now. You can get it, freaking put it on download right now. Yeah. Next one is a really exciting one. We have Budget Cuts Ultimate coming our way. This is Budget Cuts 1 and 2 smashed into one game. So what they've done for the PSVR 2 release is put both games into one, making this the ultimate experience. They've also enhanced it with a bunch of awesome stuff. This just honestly, Budget Cuts is one of those games you really need to play at some point or another, and it's also kind of one of those games that's been forgotten over time because it came out so early for things like the HTC Vive and PC VR when that was more popular back in the Dizzle. It's kind of one of those ones that's gone under the radar and people don't particularly know about it as much now, but this is a game you should be checking out. It's really fun. It's kind of like a mashup between Portal and, I don't know, like an action game. It's really good fun, throwing knifing into robots' faces. it's good fun. But then putting this together into one game I think makes perfect sense of a way to sell this, and of course experience this to its fullness. So I am beyond excited to be able to jump back into this and re-experience the whole game, kind of like the complete vision now, I guess, having both games put together and put into this ultimate package. It's gonna be a good time, so I'm really looking forward to this, and that's coming your way pretty damn soon. Another Fisherman's Tale drops this freaking week. Now if you're a big fan of my channel, you've already realized that I've covered this game already, because they let me have super early access to this and I played it on the PSVR 2 so that I could show my PSVR 2 fam what it's all about and how it runs on the PSVR 2. This game is freaking dope. Honestly, if you're a fan of the first game, and if you're not, you should definitely check out the first game, just A Fisherman's Tale. This is a great game. It's got some fantastic mechanics to it. I will have a full review going up tomorrow upon embargo releasing, so definitely be checking that out, because I really want to go in depth on this and talk about why this game is so freaking dope. But I have personally completed it. This is a great game. Definitely put this into your library. You're going to want to play this. It's just an incredible puzzler. It has some really fun mechanics and kind of some unusual experiences, like throwing your own head in virtual reality, which yeah, it's pretty weird but damn cool. But all joking aside, it's got a very nice story to it, very heartwarming, and it's yeah, I don't want to spoil too much. I feel like I already have, but it's definitely exciting, and definitely check this one out. Demeo Battles. Oh my god, I'm so excited. If you're a fan of Demeo, which is already like this incredible game, and again, this is on PSVR 2, just get this in your freaking life to start with, because Demeo is one of my absolutely top VR games. I've put, I think, 80 or 90 hours into this game so far. Getting in with friends, you can play up with like 4 players. That's 3 players, 3 other players, 4 players. Wow, dude. Quick maths. You can play with 4 players. It's an incredible game. You go in, strategy, you know, work your way around the board, rolling to be able to decide whether you're going to be able to attack or whether you get double attack, all these sorts of things. There's so much to this game. It's absolutely amazing, and there's a bunch of cool stories. Well, now yesterday they've announced that they have got Demeo Battles coming out, and it's going to be its own independent game. Now I've seen a little bit of backlash from this, people saying like, oh, it should be part of the game, blah blah blah. Well, I gotta be honest with you, I actually think this is the smartest move they could possibly make. Spinning it off into its own title will make this its complete own experience, and honestly I think it should probably do better for itself for doing that. Now if you just add a mode like this into an existing game, unfortunately people are going to overlook it, not play it, maybe not get back into doing it. You make it its own thing, and honestly people are way more likely to sort of go there to experience what they want to experience, and kind of I really think that's the best way to sell this kind of experience. So fair play to them for doing that. Honestly, I think this is the best choice for their franchise. The last piece of news I had today is Into the Radius announced that they're making a second game. They are working right now on developing Into the Radius 2. Now, of course, it's the early stages, but I'm very excited that they have even announced this. I mean, it could be one of those things where they've announced it a little too early, possibly, but nonetheless, it's exciting to know that they are currently working on it. Into the Radius is a top-notch game. I really hope this comes across to PSVR 2 at some point very soon. You know, wink wink, could be happening soon. But regardless, if you haven't played Into the Radius and you own a Quest or a PC VR headset, then honestly you should be checking this game out. It's one of the ultimate survival horror games. Really leans more into survival than horror, but it definitely has those horror elements in it, and honestly it's an incredible game, a brilliant game, and I'm so excited that this is going to get a second sort of visiting, and honestly I cannot wait to see what they do with this. This is exciting blinking news, man. Anyway, this has been a fantastic week of VR already. Like, we're freaking midweek and we've already just had all of these nuggets drop on us, from games that are out now to games that are coming very soon. Honestly, it's exciting to me. I am absolutely in love with my PSVR 2. I love the thing, and just as I get to that point where I'm like, oh, I'm not going to pick it up for a week, they just drop all of these little nuggets on us and get us back in there again. So I'm excited. This is how you do it. Take note of this, other platforms. You just drop these freaking nuggets out of nowhere and people are hyped. Of course, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking around. I don't say this very often, but honestly, I appreciate you so much. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you very much. I really do appreciate your support. I know I don't upload enough on this channel at the moment, but that is going to change very soon, as I'm going to be doubling down on getting back to content. So thank you for sticking around with me. Thank you for putting up with the lack of content, and honestly, I love you guys and gals. Please stick around, because we've got bigger and better things coming for the channel. Take care. I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.